at the water bins, and I painted this one black on about a third of it. And that's so when it's frozen in the winter, if we have sunny days, it'll melt enough that I can get some water out of there if I don't have any. But as you can see, this is pretty low. I don't know if you can see. There's a little bit of ice, little miniature iceberg in there. And water's low. That one's full, and the other one over here is full, at least to where the crack is, because I broke the other one. A piece of firewood flung up on it and broke it, because it also, like, this blue right here protects it from the sun, but the plastic that's on the inside that makes it food grade is not protected from the sun. And the other one doesn't have a cover on it, you know? So the sun hits the back and it makes it brittle. So anyways, it's early May, it's early March still, and it's gonna rain, it says, in 2 days. So I was thinking I should hook up the spouts and the gutters to catch this rain so I can fill this up and have more water. This is the one. These two are pretty much the ones I bleach too. I put a little bleach in them sometimes, and I use those for cleaning dishes and everything, the water from that. And if I have no water, I use it for showering, but you know, there's water in the well now, so I can use that. Wind is blowing, but I don't know, I was gonna hook it up, but it is early March, which means we could get more snow at any time. We could definitely get a nice heavy snow too at any time still, which will rip down the gutters. So I don't know if it's worth it. I'm probably gonna have to just skip this rainstorm, but I don't know, I'm gonna think about it for a couple more hours and decide. And if I put it up, I'll bring you guys back and show you. But yeah, if I put it up too early and we get some really heavy snow, it'll slide off the roof and just rip it all down, which would be a disaster. But all those are blueberries, the Patriot blueberries, and then all the cherries are still doing good over there. And these are some big hascat plants. Those 6 are definitely gonna have lots of berries on them this year. And these apple trees I have here, these are all gonna be on their 4th year this year, so there's a possibility for apples. Probably not though, probably next year. But you know, that one's really big and has a nice trunk on it, so that one might do it. So I'm hoping get some new apples. But I also have that tree over there, which is kind of skinny, but that's the one that I grafted the branch on, and it took, and it's growing well. And that branch at least should have some apples this year, because that tree came from a tree that was producing apples. So yeah, getting excited. I have this area right here, the chicken coop's over there now, and I'm gonna redo the chicken coop. Oh yeah, I guess I haven't told anybody on the channel. Poor Buck is not with us anymore. I know, it's sad. But when winter started getting really cold, him and Fluffy's no longer with us either. Him and Fluffy were the only ones left after the fox attack, and it was just too cold. You know, it gets really cold here in Maine, and you really need to have more than 2 chickens. They probably would have survived, but I just didn't want them to just suffer all winter. Like, it didn't seem fair. And I loved Buck so much, and Fluffy. I mean, those were my 2 favorite birds the whole time, and it's crazy that they're the ones that survived, but it's because they were really smart birds. That's why I liked them. Buck was a great rooster, like one of the best roosters you could ever get. He was a little aggressive, but like not overly aggressive. Like, he has to be somewhat aggressive or he won't protect the birds right. So, you know, but over a 2-year period, I finally lost 2 of them. You know, Buck can't fight everything off forever. He fought that fox pretty valiantly. Oh, the wind is blowing. It's probably making it sound like crap. Anyways, yes, Buck's no longer with us, but I do have a lady up the street who's going to be getting chickens, and I'm going to be doing some meat birds too, so I got to not be attached to the chickens like I was to Buck and Fluffy, because I need to start eating these chickens. Like, it's, you know, if you want to survive out here, I am doing some of these gig jobs and doing some work now, but if you want to survive out here and do it without working, like do the real off-grid thing, everybody complains, like you pretty much have to get rid of your cell phone, get rid of your car insurance, and then you have to grow all the food you eat. That's the real off-grid thing, which is nearly impossible. It's not impossible, as people used to do it all the time, but it's really hard for someone who's grown a modern lifestyle. Like if you're raised in a modern house, it's going to be very hard for you to go off-grid completely, you know. Plus, it's like everybody needs a cell phone these days. So, you know, if you're going to have your cell phone, that's at least $50 a month you're going to have to come up with. And if you live completely off-grid, you are not going to make $50 a month. Like, you have to have some sort of business of some sort that you're dealing with. I mean, you could sell your eggs, which my neighbor does, and he does really good with that, especially now the eggs are so expensive. There are a few ways, but like, again, it comes back to the livestock. You have to have livestock that you know how to take care of right, and you have to have a lot of it, you know. Like, you really, for each person, if you're just doing chickens, you really need like 10 egg laying chickens, which I'd probably have 20 because you're gonna lose some here and there, and then you just have extra. And then you probably need 50 to 100 meat birds, like broilers. And if you had that in your garden, you can definitely do it out here. But you know, you have to figure out how to sell some of that meat or some of your garden stuff to pay for a cell phone bill if you want those kind of things, because those kind of things, if you're living real off-grid, you're not going to have. So I see a lot of people saying off-grid is not real, and like a lot of these videos like slamming off-grid on YouTube right now, and it's because these people get out there and they're like, oh, I still need to have car insurance because I want to go visit my family and stuff, and I need to have all this stuff. I need to have new clothing and everything. Like, you're not going to make your own clothing likely these days unless you're very skilled. But I mean, if you want to wear wool all day, you probably could. But it's, you know, I don't know. It's like how we live these days is very hard to do that anyways. So yeah, anyways, I'm gonna have a lot of new chickens, and I wanted to get Rhode Islands because those are my favorite kind of birds, but I think I'm gonna get a variety of them. I was thinking about getting all these all black birds, because apparently up here, if you have all black birds, the foxes will for the most part leave them alone, and all the birds of prey won't attack crows and ravens, and they think the chickens are crows and ravens. So I might try, you know, 5 or 6 of the all black birds to see how that goes, because they basically are built and look like a Rhode Island red, but they're just all black. So it's pretty cool. So we might try that out and see how that goes, and see if that's actually something, because the hawk and the heriner, the northern heriner, are the things that got the birds this year, and then the fox got one of them. But yeah, so we're gonna try a bunch of things out with the chickens, but mainly I need to just have at least 10 egg layers going all the time, because then I can eat 5 eggs every day. And you know, if you don't have anything to eat, you at least have 5 eggs. Like, 5 eggs are pretty much all you need. 5 eggs and 2 potatoes, very easy to make, very easy to grow, and you could eat just that every day and be pretty healthy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to everything thawing out. I need to get to the soil. I need to replant a bunch of blueberries and a bunch of stuff, but I have like probably 25 more blueberries over there that need to go out. I'm gonna sell like 10 of them, and I'm gonna put the rest of them out, and then I have like probably 20 or 30 out there already. So I'm excited. I'm really excited about these cherries. All these different cherries this year should have cherries, so I'm psyched. So yeah, a lot of stuff to do. The wind's blowing, so the sound's probably been messed up this whole time. It's always the case out here at this time of year. It's just blowing everything around. I'm gonna get back to doing firewood and debate if I'm gonna put up this gutter or not. I'll keep you guys in the loop this summer. I'm gonna make videos all summer like I did my first summer out here, and hopefully we're gonna build some buildings, because I think I have money put aside for that, and hopefully that goes well. And I've been doing the DoorDash stuff and everything, so hopefully I'll make extra money doing that, so we can build some stuff. Like, that's why I'm working, because I want to make money so we can build some more stuff out here, and make a place for pigs, so I can have pigs or a goat, like make some more areas for animals. animals are the key to successfully living off grid and surviving, like for real. And you got to be a better hunter than I am. So I'm not very good at that either. All right, Uncle Dave Deece's Adventures. I'll see you on the next one.